Hey Saints, it's me. I'm back. You know something? Every week when I sing that, I get better and better. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I'm getting up there with the greats. Okay? I already was, if we're being honest. I'm already like a really great singer, if I can be honest with you. But here we are, getting to be a more greater singer. Dang, I meant to put lip gloss on. Yeah. Hold. Okay. Welcome back. Episode 15. Episode 15. This is Girl We Need to Talk, where shit is always happening here. What the freak? There we go. Episode 15. Just me, per usual. I need to get some guests up here. I'm gonna be honest, I like having guests, but I also like being in here alone with nobody in my face. But I do like having guests, the times that I've had them. Shout out to all the guests that have been up here. My ankle. Let's do this. Nope. Not gonna do that. My ankle hurts for some odd. All right. What's been happening? My nose is running for some reason. Oh, you know something, guys? Wait, did I do welcome back to Girl We Need to Talk? It's me, your girl, Samaj. I'm hosting. Why would I say I'm hosting? That's obvious. Okay. It's just me. What Kendrick say? Fuck the. Never mind. We're not talking about that. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about the rap beef. I don't know how J. Cole came to beef with Kendrick. I don't know how Drake got involved with. Drake is beefing with somebody. I don't know where that came from. Oh, Drake and Rick Ross. I don't know where that came from. Rick Ross had called him white boy. That was funny to me. That was real funny to me because he said he wears Dockers with no underwear. And if that's something that white boys do, put some drawers on. Because you're just out here, swanging. That's a Drake, right? Okay. You know what? You ever just feel something when some negativity leaves the space, leaves, the atmosphere, the environment, the earth? Shout out my nigga OJ Simpson. Hey, let me be very clear. Don't, because I know how y'all black people feel about OJ. I am not celebrating. For those of you who are like fucking late, because this episode is going to come out 2 weeks after he has already died. OJ kicked the bucket. Apparently he had cancer, which I didn't know. Or maybe I did, and I just don't care for him so much that I blocked it out. Because it sounded vaguely familiar, but it was just so random. He just randomly died. But I guess it's not random if you have cancer. I don't know. But he did. And I'm going to be very, very, very honest. And y'all can throw your shoes at me and all the other things. That nigga did that shit. That nigga did that. He did that. Celebrities have been in a space with him when they're like, he did that shit. I believe he did that. I don't know. Now, again, I'm a forensic science major. True crime is my life and my passion. I'm going to be very honest. It doesn't make sense. I thought I had a necklace on. Must have taken it off. It doesn't make sense that he would have been able to brutally slay those people like that and then somehow have no blood on him or anything. That right there is like the thing that doesn't make sense. But my gut, my soul tells me that he did that shit. My mother says she doesn't think that he did it. She thinks his son did it. And I don't remember why she said that. It's no way that was random. I just don't. Then this motherfucker came out with a book, If I Had Done It. So it's like, if he really didn't do it, he has got to be the world's biggest dickhead on the planet. Because you could have just stopped at, I didn't do it, and you're free, and what the fuck ever else. But you didn't. You then added, you poured salt in the wound and wrote a book about if you had done this shit. And it's like, if you didn't do it, If you truly didn't do it, didn't have anything to do with it, what would be the point in doing that? Right? That's fucking sick. If you did do it and you got away with it, that's the perfect thing to do. To me, I feel, if you want to be an ass. Not only did I do it, I did this shit, right? I got away with it. National television, right? And then I wrote a book. And now I'm going to tell y'all exactly how I did it and put if in front of it. And I'm going to make some money off of this. My nails need to be done. And I'm going to make some money off of this. That's sick, but like, okay. That's like, you know, putting your life behind a paywall. You know what I mean? Like, y'all want to know if X, Y, and Z happen? Hit me up on, you know, follow my Patreon, pay some money, and I'll tell you all about if something. So cool. I get it from a marketing and business standpoint. Am I ashy? I get it. But it's just so fucking rude, right? Like, and rude is an understatement. So I'm going to be honest. I don't think that there's, sometimes when people die, you feel like, you know, oh my God, we lost a great one. And I'm going to be quite honest and say, I don't think we lost a motherfucking thing. I don't give a shit about it. I don't want to seem rude. Like I feel bad that people are going to be affected by, you know, people were affected by his death. Obviously, like everybody dies. It's sad that he, well, you know, it's sad in a sense that a person, a being is no longer here. Outside of the fact that he is a body on the planet, couldn't give less of a figgity fuck. I think he did the shit. I think he's an asshole, and I think he did anything that he could. Because and let's like remove the whole OJ shit, the whole OJ of it all, right? This motherfucker was doing shit after, you know what I mean? Like, he got in trouble for shit way after this. He just was an asshat. So, you know, I don't really give a fuck. I think he did the shit for shit. Sure. I think he did it. I don't know why his son would have done it. I can't not remember what my mom said as to why she thinks the son did it. Like the son liked her, or the son did it for OJ. Something like that. I don't remember. Also, where'd the whole thing come from that OJ was Khloe Kardashian's dad? That's random as shit. That's a white woman. Like, people say she looks the blackest, but is it because her nose is bigger? That's racist. It's because her nose is bigger, ain't it? But they're Armenian. Do Armenians not have like full features? I don't really know. She's the only Kardashian that I can stomach slightly before she like lost all this weight, and people said it was Ozempic, but I don't really know. Yeah, so you know, OJ's dead or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry if you feel bad or something. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. What else has been going on in the news? There was something else. You know what? Let's go back to OJ. The thing about OJ is kind of like, because let me say this, even though I'm sitting here talking shit about him and I truly don't give a fuck, I can do it because I'm black. Y'all can't do it. So like it came up, we found out that he had died at work. Someone had said something and I was like, oh my God. And I texted my mom immediately in all caps, OJ died. And I was like, it was so random. She said, I know. And then someone at work like got involved in the conversation, basically was like, you know, he's an asshole and but they're white. And my asshole started to quiver. Cause I was like, that's like when you bully your siblings or something. It's like, I can bully them and talk shit about them, but you can't. I could do all the OJ slander up in that place. You know? Black. You can't. Y'all can't do that. You just need to shut your ass up. Even if you think he did it, even if you think he was a horrible person or whatevs, shut up. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it from you at all. It's not your place. I don't go talking about, I don't know, one of the many fucking white serial killers, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, BTK. That's an old one. The Golden State Killer, Jodi Arias, you know, fucking Casey Anthony. I could name them for days. Who's the one who, what is that man's name? Fucking, what the Family Annihilator. He, Scott Peterson. There's another one too. You know, I don't go talking about them. And if you wanted to, I could, because I know all about the cases. But I don't go talking about that type of stuff. So y'all can't, leave all the OJ slander up to the blacks. I draw the line there. Okay. Second thing, there was something else that had happened. I don't remember. Guys, I'm all over the place. All over the place. I think there's oh no, it's just a gnat. I have my patio door open because it's hot as balls in my house. And it's letting some little fly critters in. But as long as it's not a mosquito, then I'm good. Because apparently mosquitoes, if they bite your dogs, it could be toxic or something like that. Or something. But also, I don't want to get bit by mosquitoes. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on, make sure they're not still in here. What else? OJ, there was something else, guys. There was something else that had happened that I wanted to talk about. Who else is dead? Maybe no one. Oh, you know what we haven't discussed? Well, that's because I haven't really been home to record. Diddy. What's up, Diddy? What's up, Puffy? Puffy. Why Diddy has so many names? Puffy. I guess we can't include Sean Combs because that's his name. All right. Puffy, Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Gay. At one point he was Love. Then it was what? Brother Love. You know, why? Just pick a goddamn name and stick to it. But whatever. I'm going to be honest and say I think he did that shit too. I don't mean for this episode to be a male bashing episode. It's no secret I feel that men make my butt itch. Like my butt cheeks. It makes me want to they make me want to scratch my ass. If I can date a woman, I will. If I can go out with a woman, just, platonically, I will. If I could just sit in a woman's space, I will. Men are the most ass itch invoking people I've ever come across in my life. I don't understand the thought process or lack thereof for men. I think that sometimes they are just some of the dumbest creatures I've ever had the displeasure of coming across. And it's not that I hate men, like in a way that's like I hate men, but I hate men in a sense that y'all ain't got this good sense that the Lord gave a fly sometimes. And I don't get it. I don't get it. You ever just be in the space with a man and you just watch him be? Sometimes you just gotta watch him be. And why you like that? Why you, I just, but I digress. I don't want y'all to think that, is that door open? No, it just looks open. That's stressful. I don't want y'all to think that I hate men, because it's not that I hate them. Okay, next. It's just that they stink also. It's just that they're dumb. Boys are dumb. Women power. And I'm just going to get off of that. But all that to say, because how did I get on that from Diddy? You know why? Because since I have been old enough to have disdain in my heart, I have hated Diddy. My mom, when I was growing up, my mom used to either play his music, anything. I wanted no parts of Diddy. I don't think he's good looking, no, I don't. I don't think he's good looking. He's an asshole. I didn't like him on Making the Bandit show, but the only thing, no, I'm good. I'm super good off Diddy. I've been good off Diddy. So I'm going to be honest and say I think he did that shit too. He definitely did that shit. As far as Meek goes, I think Meek let him have a go at it. And by have a go at it, I mean, I think he definitely let him have a go at it. I feel bad for Carisha. If y'all live under a rock, you don't know who Carisha is. That's, half of the City Girls. Young Miami, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It kind of sucks. You know what sucks? Shout out to Cassie, not my friend Cassie the singer, because without this dog farted and it stinks. Get in your bed. I think without her, this wouldn't have come out, at least not anytime soon. But it does suck that people that like we grew up either watching or listening to or looking up to and all that kind of stuff, shit just is be coming out the woodworks now, right? So it's like, I'm not shocked to hear any of this shit about Diddy at all. Now, like, gay, I don't got Diddy down for gay, but it's so it's like, it's weird because I don't necessarily look at Diddy and be like, now I used to jokingly be like, nah, that nigga gay, just because I don't like him. But I don't get gay vibes from him. I never would have thought he was doing anything, of that nature. But if we're speaking, getting physical, yelling, mental abuse, emotional abuse, forcing women to do sexual act, any of that type of stuff. Let's go ahead and check that box. I absolutely got him, like, he radiates that to me. He radiates toxic male energy to me. So that's not fucking shocking to me at all. Although I think Meek let him have a go at it, that's because Meek gives me gay vibes, but not necessarily like I didn't hear, oh, Diddy was doing X, Y, and Z with Meek and was like, yep, I got Diddy down for that. It was more, I got Meek down for that, if that makes sense. So that's a little shocking. And I ain't gonna stay on this too long because I really could not give a shit about either of them. But yeah, all this shit that's coming out is kind of crazy. And I think it sucks. That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for Young Miami because I think that she's getting caught up in a situation that she did not create. So of course I think she should be held accountable for the things that she did do because they said, or I'm sorry, no. She was being forced to perform sexual acts on men at the order of Diddy. So I definitely absolutely feel bad for her for that, right? But I think that she found herself in a situation to where she was put in a space by someone that, because they was dating, that she fucked with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she thought that he cared about her, he loved her and all this kind of stuff, and he put her in this precarious situation, and now all her shit is all fucked up now. So, and I think that sucks because she was like, was Carisha Please worth this? No, it definitely wasn't. And honestly, I was saying this a couple of weeks ago on our Patreon that we were talking about the fact that Savannah James, if you don't know who that is, then lift your rock up and get from underneath of it. That's LeBron James's wife. She's coming out with a podcast and people are like kind of hating on her, saying that they don't want her to do the pod. And I was saying that Savannah James has an allure to her that I like. I think that's what the draw is to Savannah, is that she doesn't speak. She doesn't come out. She comes out to the game. She looks like a baddie. She watches her husband. She goes home. Once you throw a camera in front of her, you lose that allure. Because now we hear her speak, we hear her opinions. Like, God forbid this bitch gets on camera and is like, I'm voting for, like, I'm voting red. Like, I would be like, interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of, now you have to judge her off of being a whole person instead of being an ounce of an idea. I would much rather have the idea than the whole person, right? Because that's the same thing with Beyonce. As much as I love Beyonce, she started to do, the older I got, she started to do things or not do things that I was like, damn, I can't really fuck with her, right? So I know a couple years ago, she kind of got some flack because she was voting for, God, what is his name? Beto oh God, I can't think of his name, but he was running for the presidency, or he was running for something, and he's from Texas, I believe, or something like that. Don't quote me like completely on this, but basically she was, I want to call this man like Beto Burke, something crazy like that. Beto, whatever. She waited until polls had closed on election day to post a picture of herself wearing a hat, like endorsing him. And me and my best friend kind of got into it. We were having a conversation about like, I wish she would have posted something even earlier that day, because the people who don't get into politics don't know anything. Like they either don't care, they don't know. They want to know and want to care, but they just don't understand. They don't know where to start. They're misinformed or not informed at all. Right. So if that's me and I'm a part of the Beehive and I'm Beyonce's number one fan or whatever, and I see that she is voting for this person, I may get out of my house and get up off my ass and go to the polls and vote for whoever it is that's on her hat. People always ask, is it a celebrity's job to do that? Yes and no, I feel, because I think when you sign up to put yourself in a space of the limelight, you're going to be someone's role model. Someone's not going to like you. Someone is looking up to you. Someone has you up on their wall. Someone listens to you. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's responsible to, especially in times when like there are racial injustices and, all this kind of stuff is going on in the media. This is the time when you come out and be like, hey, I'm voting for this person because I think that they can help fix whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think it's necessarily her job, but I think it's a responsible thing to do. So when I noticed that she wasn't doing it, I was like, damn, that kind of is like pissing me off a little bit. When, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Trayvon, I don't want to say Trayvon because I remember her speaking up about that. But Eric Gardner, the list goes on. Unfortunately, when all that stuff started happening, people started to lose their lives and be murdered in the streets, I think she was a little too quiet for me. She had like dropped an album within this time span. I can't remember which album it was. I can't remember. Or if it was an album or like a single. She had done something in between there. Ivy Park. She had dropped Ivy Park. There was a drop somewhere in there. And I remember being like, I can't buy anything because while we are sitting here crying over X, Y, and Z, and it's like, we're looking for somebody to say something to make the shit make sense. No, nothing you say out your mouth can make it make sense. But if you come out and say, hey, I am standing up for blah, 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 your words have weight. Your presence carries weight. And I think she didn't do that. When she started to speak out about, Breonna Taylor, or I can't think of, I can see his face, Ahmaud. Oh my God, forgive me. I lived in LA when he was murdered because I remember going out and walking the miles for him. He was running like 7 miles or something like that, or something. Ahmaud Arbery. Oh my God. He was like running in LA or something, and the white guys chased him down in the truck. It's so fucking disgusting. Chased him down in the truck. Hold on, y'all. Ahmaud Arbery. I was right. 25 years old, Jesus murdered on a racially motivated hate crime while jogging in Georgia. That's what it was. 3 white men. That's exactly what it was. That's so disgusting. That's a shame. It's yeah. Jesus Christ. He's born in 1994 like me. His birthday is May 8th, 1994. That's a shame. I remember when this. I literally remember this. But something around this time when this has what I'm saying. I'm sorry. When this happened, she wasn't saying anything. Maybe it was George Floyd. She didn't say anything until after everyone else had like kind of done the work. Like they were posting petitions and shit like that. And like, let's say the petition closed on Tuesday at midnight. On Wednesday at 12:02, she had like posted, help sign this petition or something like that. And I was like, bitch, the shit done now. You know what I mean? Like we did the work already. So that was kind of disappointing. And I don't know where I even started this from, but I don't, what was I saying? It sucks because stuff is coming out about these people. I can't remember where I was going with this, but it does suck that stuff like this is coming out back, you know, when we refer to Diddy and everything. And I think when you get older, you got to kind of start looking at, that's what it was, Savannah James. You look at these people as whole people, right? So I think it's hard to, what the fuck was I talking about? How did I get to Savannah James even? We were talking about, my foot itches. I can't remember, y'all. I'm so sorry. I can't remember. Fuck it. Yeah, but I think we have to, the issue, back to Savannah, the thing is that you have to start looking at, you have to look at her as a whole person. That's what I was saying. So God forbid she comes out and she's like, I do X, Y, and Z. It's like, you can't unring the bell. So once you start to talk, we got to judge you. I mean, we don't have to, but we're going to. I probably won't listen to the podcast because my ears can't, I ain't got no more time or room or space to listen to another damn podcast. And also there aren't many podcasts that I listen to that aren't murder related. So like, yeah, there's like a handful, like not even, I can't even name you probably 5 that I listen to that are not, true crime related, because when I'm working and stuff, sometimes I just like to hear a little bit of murder up in the ears. That sounded weird. Wow, I could have said that a different way. But yeah, back to the main point, you know, Diddy going down for that shit. And I don't know, like, what's the end game here? Are they trying to lock him up? Because here's another thing that no one has said, and someone in the black community, please tell me or tell us, is Diddy canceled? Because he who shall not be named, he was doing stuff with kids and he's in jail now. So it's like, obviously we had to cancel him. I'm not separating the artist from the music or none of that bullshit. Fuck him. He was doing stuff with adults, but not that it makes it better, but like, you know, are we canceling him? Is he canceled? And then I have another question. If we cancel him, does that mean we have to cancel all his affiliations? Because I'm telling you right now, I will not live in a world where I can't listen to Danity Kane. You can go fuck yourself. At that point, I'll have to separate the producer from the music and the artist, because I need to. I love Danity Kane, and I'm not gonna not do it. Here's what I would like to know, and I don't know if I'm gonna look this up. How come none of them bitches spoke out yet? Cause Dawn, to my knowledge, like 2 years ago, was still working with him, was still making music with him. And so, and Danity Kane came out with a new album because they had a song like Lemonade or something like that. It was corny, but they had a song that came out and they were trying to like get the band back to, you know, get the group back together. So it's no way. I mean, I guess it's a way. One of y'all need to open up your damn mouths and say something, because if Dawn says that some shit went down or whatever the case may be, then I feel like y'all gotta say something. She might not, because she on the payroll still, but the rest of them bitches ain't on the payroll at this point, I don't think. So why they not talking? Also, someone brought this up. Where is Farnsworth at with that umbrella? Where he at? He knows something. Okay, it's always the maid or the butler or the handler or the umbrella guy who knows the tea. Okay, he knows some shit. He knows something. And I think that someone said that he either has like gone, he is not trying to get involved. Naturally, I get that. Or he like made one comment or something like that. I can't remember. But I don't really know what they're looking for here. Like, are they trying to put Diddy in jail? Cause he not even here. He like out the states and shit. And they did. Now I do feel bad. They went SWAT or something, like went to his house, and his kids was on this, they took them out the house and they handcuffed them and had them on the side of the, sidewalk and shit. That's kind of crazy. That's not necessary. Like the kids have not, you know what I mean? And I don't get it, because if they came out willing, you know what I mean? That's not fucking necessary, but fucking 12. Always doing some shit. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this whole thing plays out, because, excuse me, I also think that people, because it's mostly everybody talking about Meek, excuse me, people aren't taking this as seriously as they should be. People are clipping shit of him in movies and making like funny clips and shit out of it. So I don't think Diddy's going to get canceled because people are not taking the shit seriously. But also, I don't really know what's the plan here. Are y'all trying to put Diddy in jail? Is that the goal? Because I don't think that's going to happen. I would be shocked. If he was in jail by the end of the summer. I just don't see it. I don't know. It could just be me being naive. I just don't see that happening. What else? Guys, you know something? This was one of my topics. I am potting, working, going to school, and I'm fucking tired. When I say I'm tired, I am tired. I'm either getting no sleep or too much sleep. There's no in between. 2 weeks ago, the week before spring break, every day that week, not only was I late to work, I was dozing off at my desk. I'm tired. This will be my first time saying this out of my mouth. No one has heard me say this. I recently was considering no longer talking. The girls were not going to be talking. The Saints were going to be left high and dry. I was thinking about not doing the podcast anymore. Because I'm not doing a good job with my time management, admittedly. I'm behind at work. I'm behind in school. I'm caught up now, sort of. I'm behind in school. There's stuff for the other show that I have ideas for that I want to, try to do. And it's just, I'm having a rough time. I want to work out, but any opportunity when I can sleep, I feel like I have to, because when I don't sleep, I'll fuck around and get sick. So like my body will eventually crap out to where I literally have to text and be like, I cannot come to work today. So out of all those things, I was like, well, something has to go and it can't be school. I like doing the other shows. So and that kind of requires less work because I don't have to sit in front of it requires less from me. Can't be my regular 9 to 5 because where will I live? So the only thing to go would be this. And then as I was, because it's taken me a lot to come down into this studio and get this done. Or it took me a lot. But as I was getting ready, which I haven't gotten ready for this show in 3 weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks. I went to New York 3 weeks ago. And before I went to New York, I hadn't recorded in 2 weeks. I hadn't recorded in about 2 weeks because New York was about 2 weeks late. So I have not recorded in this studio. I've not sat down and sat in front of this camera, if I put it all together collectively, in about a month. And then when I was getting dressed today and I was like, put my makeup on and trying to figure out what I was going to wear, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of like, I needed to kind of do it to get back into it. And sitting right here now, I feel perfectly fine. I'm not going to be, that was another thing. I'm behind on podcasting. I'm behind by like 2 episodes. So now I have to make the time to not only record, but then sit and edit, and not only edit, but then clip, push audio and all. It's a lot. It's just a lot going on. And then I was like, fuck that. It took me damn near 2 years to get this show off the ground. I will not quit. I would quit my 9 to 5. I would quit the other show before I ever quit the one thing that I'm doing for me. Y'all could take all that shit, put it in a handbasket, and send it straight to hell. I will not ever give up on me. Episode title. I will never give up on me. I will never give up on me. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how I can see it. I won't do it. So I got to figure something out, right? Because let's also see if I can make this a clip. This dog, God damn it. This dog is a maniac. Yeah, so I deeply considered, and my friend, and so here's the thing. Every week, my friends will hit the group chat. Oh shit. Every week, my friends will hit the group chat and be like, my friends will hit the group chat and be like, did you record? Because so y'all know, I used to record on Sundays. And then I was like, no, I want my Sundays back. That's my relaxed day. So now I was trying to do it on Saturdays. And then I decided Tuesdays were going to be my day. I can record on Tuesday, upload it at night. It'll be up by Wednesday or Thursday morning, depending on how long the episode is. And then I can edit, have it scheduled for Friday, and everything will be fine. My friends have not. So every week, every Sunday, what time are you recording? When you going down to record? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? And then I decided they want to do it on Sundays. So then they started asking on Saturdays, you recording today? And then Monday, they would be like, you recording tomorrow, or it's Tuesday, you recording on Tuesday? And then everyone stopped asking me. My mom, usually, if Girl We Need to Talk does not drop at 11, my mother and her friend are hitting me up. Where's my episode? Elle will say, ain't no episode drop, because she has her notifications on. My friends will hit me. Bitch, where's the episode at, honey? Okay? They don't give a shit if you ain't dead, you should be sitting in your chair. We should be watching something. Right? So, there was just, it got to a point, or has gotten to a point where everyone just went silent. No one said anything to me. Nobody asked me anything. And because nobody was asking, I was like, okay, maybe this could fade out and no one would notice if I never potted again. You know what I mean? Like, nobody asked. And then something in me was like, my mom, stop it. When my mom don't say something, that's when it's kind of like, like, the hell? So that was another thing that made me be like, you need to get up and go. You got to get up and record something. Even if it is just going back to the 40. Now, like right now, I'm at 40 minutes. And so my goal for today was you got to at least hit 45. You don't have to give them a whole hour. You don't have to go hour and a half or any of that. Even though I know y'all said y'all like the longer episodes. But for today, it was like, hit the 45 and you're good. That's an episode, right? Because now no one asking, it doesn't sit right in me. It's not like settling in my spirit well, right? Because now it's like, damn, well, I'm dropping the ball. I have dropped the ball. So came down, and as I was getting ready, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm good. Like I could do this. But I didn't, for that split moment of time where I was like, I could put this chair up in my living room. I could leave it here and it could be just a lounge chair in my office. I I could sell these mics. I could take these, you know what I mean? Like I could do some sort of on the road something. I could do anything. It doesn't have to be this. That was crazy. That was crazy. Who do I think? No, absolutely not. I'm not going to stop doing. This is my year. Why would I deprive myself of the one thing that I like to do? I eat, sleep, breathe, dream, drink, cry, laugh, dance, podcasts, content, social media. Shauna has said before when we first started recording, I said that my favorite word was, I think it was like semantics or something like that. And she was like, that's not your favorite word. Your favorite word is content. Everywhere, every time I go somewhere with a friend, I'm using the word content. You like the way your food look? Take a picture. That's content. It could just be a filler picture. You know what I mean? No. Oh, damn. I wanted to quote Diddy so bad. You think I'll get canceled if I title this episode Can't Stop, Won't Stop? Ooh. I'm going to ask the people I'm going to ask y'all. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That's drawing. That's I can't do that, huh? I could do Can't Stop, Won't Stop is like clickbait. I can't do that. I'm going to ask y'all if I could do that though. But anyway, yeah, no, the grind don't stop. Shout out to, if you're watching this, and I hope you are. Shout out to you. The grind don't stop. You know who you are. But yeah, it's I had a moment where I had lost my damn mind, and I'm back now. So, I will be caught up. I will be caught up soon. Bear with me. I'm doing my best. My classes end of early May, late May. My final is due. Jesus God, my final is due May the 4th for one class, which means my semester is probably ending that Sunday or Monday. So it's like somewhere in there. So early May is when I'll be done my semester. And once that stops, I can fix I got cramps. I can fix my schedule and kind of, navigate and rework that. Oh my God. How did I not talk about this? I went to a cadaver lab. If you are an idiot, that was not nice. If you don't know what a cadaver lab is, a cadaver is a dead body. When people die and they donate their body to science, they go to labs. So students and, like PT students, physicians, all that kind of stuff, they can study the body and do all the things. Oh my Jesus God. Went to this cadaver lab. It was the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my life. The body. Oh my God. Let me relax. Okay. Hold on. The body is amazing. One thing, I brought this up to another teacher. Racism is so fucked up because it is the stupidest fucking thing. You don't like me because I'm black. I went into this room. There were 2, 4, 6, 8. There were 16 to 20 tables, medical tables, laid out, people covered with sheets, everyone dead as fuck. That's rude. Everyone dead. Cut open and exposed in a way that makes it was so humbling and so like it just I don't know how to describe it. You have to experience it. It's something about standing in front of a person, a body that used to be a person. It used to like it lived a life. This two of them, the two bodies that specifically that was bouncing back and forth, they were older. And when I say older, I mean like she was an old woman. He was an old man. They like this body walked this earth for years. They did all this stuff. They lived a life. They made kids. They made families. They had friends. I couldn't tell the skin color of one person in that fucking room. I said to one of the teachers, I was like, I can't tell who's black and who's white. Like, I looked at many a body. Everyone was just dead. It was so weird. And I was looking. I'm like, I'm certain that the woman that I was looking in front of, Denise, that's not her actual name. It's just what one of the students had named her so she can like get a relationship with her. I'm certain she was white. but you don't know because I can't even it was the most incredible thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I've been to like 6 Beyonce concerts. But it was very humbling, and it kind of brings you like, it gives you a sense of oneness almost. I don't want to sound corny, but like it made me value everything, because this person, even though they're dead, is such a vulnerable thing to stand over this body. And when I say they are open, they are open. I saw a dead man's penis. I saw a dead woman's vagina. And that's another thing, because of how they put, like, one of the women, she still had fingernail polish on. It's like, so it can have two effects on you, right? One, I was not creeped out at all. Not in the slightest bit. And one of the things that I want to do as like a side job is more mortuary work. So one of the reasons why, aside from the fact that I'm just obsessed, that I wanted to go to the lab was to see if I could even stomach being in there. And I was perfectly fine. I was perfectly fine. I was picking up body parts. It's just, yeah, it's insane. Also, fun fact, formaldehyde, and so people kept asking me, did it stink in there? Not to me. It smelled like formaldehyde. So it smells slightly chemically, but not. It's like chemically and like a sterilization type of a smell, but not chemically in a sense of like ammonia or Clorox. You can just tell that there is some form of chemical going around the room. With that being said, formaldehyde makes you hungry. One of the students was like, just FYI, like one of the PT students, she was like, FYI, if your students come to you and they say that they're hungry after this, they are. And she was like, they're not, being dramatic or over exaggerating. She was like, they will be borderline like ravenous after this, because formaldehyde makes you hungry. Let me look that up and figure out why, because I wanted to know why. So she said that, she said that when she would come to the lab, or like she would eat before class, and then when she would come, like get done, she would be starving. And that was another thing. When I left, and I was like, well, that makes sense now, because as we had to be in the lab for like, it felt like an hour. It might have been. We might have been in that lab for an hour. It's called the gross lab, or the gross anatomy lab. And then there's the dry lab where you see they have like the 3D models of body parts and stuff like that. And then there was it's another room that had like like screens where you could touch body. It was like a computer table or whatever the fuck, where the top of the table was a touch screen and you could see. It's on Grey's Anatomy. It was very cool. Formaldehyde. The classes we take change. Today I learned all about blah blah blah. We want to know about the classroom environment. Blah, blah, blah. First episode. Blah 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 blah. Neurology. Any one thing. Fascination. Squeamish. What happens when the smell of formaldehyde can trigger a hunger effect in some people, which is why it's good to have a coffee shop nearby. That didn't help me at the fuck all. Can trigger a hungry effect. It really does make you hungry. It was once used as an appetite enhancement treatment for anorexia nervosa. But it doesn't say why. It doesn't say why it makes you hungry, though. It's a rumor, and the cadaver lab formaldehyde can induce hunger. I've experienced this phenomenon several times. Yeah. It doesn't actually say why it makes you hungry, though. And I would like to know, according to a medical student, the smell, it stimulates the appetite. This phenomenon is known as, here we go, formaldehyde hunger. After all, they're presumably not snacking. Formaldehyde has no better story to it. Constricting. There is some self-reported evidence constricting. Don't nobody fucking know, basically. But here's what I'll say. I ate before I left the house because I be honest, I thought that it was going to make me not hungry. I thought I was gonna be grossed out and not gonna want to eat. So I was like, let me make sure I eat before I go in there in the event that I don't eat for the rest of the day. And I got in there and all I could do was think about food because I was so freaking hungry. Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool. And then one of the students was like, you should think about changing your major. And I was like, girl, you can go fuck yourself respectfully because I've already put the work in for this forensic science major. I'm not gonna do that. But I am thinking about doing something on the side, whether it's mortuary work or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that I'm if you want to know more about dead bodies, please hit me up, message me, drop a comment, and I will be happy to talk to you about dead bodies all day long. It was the coolest thing. I have so many facts. I just don't want to say it here because I want people to be like, this is so gross. I licked that. Shit. If it's not one thing, it's another. What else was happening? I think that's it. Oof. Oh no. Yeah. I think that's it. So I have homework to do. And I also want to see if I can upload this and see if it will actually, it's only 8:43 for fuck's sake. Oh my God. I thought it was like 11 o'clock. Okay. So then I got time. Yeah. I want to see if I can upload this and then actually edit it before I go to bed and I don't have to worry about it. So we're going to get out of here. Let's do this. If you have topics that you want me to talk about, because we haven't done that in a while. If you have topics you want me to talk about, let's do that. Not this week, but maybe next week. I'm going to, I think maybe next week. We'll do a live episode. I'll drop this. It'll be live. We could talk about it. Actually, yeah, because I talked about Diddy, so y'all can talk. Was that this episode I said fuck OJ? I don't know. But we could talk about that too. Was that this episode? I don't know. But yeah, we can do a live episode next week. Or, when this comes out. If you got some topics or whatever for me, shoot it over to me on my personal IG or the podcast IG. What else? I think that's it. The next episode after this is going to be on the road. I want to get a new camera. I think I want to sell my old camera because I don't use it. And the processor is not as great. And get a new camera. And then I can vlog and do all the things. If you would watch a vlog of mine, then comment like vlog or something down below. Or just comment and say like, oh my God, please do a vlog. I would absolutely watch. Because some people have mentioned it to me about me doing it. But I feel like it'd be like sporadic. So I don't know. I kind of want to do it. I went to Target the other day. Like I left work. I had like a little bit of a breakdown. I left work. And instead of going straight home, I went to Target. I never go to Target or go shopping or grocery shopping, anything like that. Like I never leave my house to do. I get everything delivered to me because I think that one, I'm going to be anxious when I go and I'm going to be uncomfortable. And two, I just think that like, why go out for what I can just have come to me? And it was the most calming, peaceful fucking experience. I was on the phone the whole time I did it. I can't wait to need to go shopping again. But while I was in there, I was like, damn, I wish I had my camera or something so I could use my phone, I guess. So I could vlog. So I'm thinking about doing that. And if I do, it will just be like a playlist on this same page. So you could just go watch the vlog. So if you're interested, let me know. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here so I can finish my homework. I'm going to go make myself some dinner. I really want some Wingstop, but I'm trying to only treat myself to Wingstop on Wednesdays when it's free delivery. I'm probably gonna get Wingstop. Actually, I just lied to y'all. So, because I don't want to wait for it to be Wednesday all over. So I'm gonna get out of here. This is episode 15. Episode 15 of Girl We Need to Talk. I am Samaj. You are the Saints. And that bed over there is Princess. You can't see her. Thank you as usual. Oh wait, I didn't do my quote. I'm fucking bugging. My quote. This kind of plays into what I was saying about giving up on me and my podcast. We need to do a better job of putting ourselves higher on our own to-do list. Michelle Obama. I don't need to follow that up with anything else. It's self-explanatory, especially Black women. We take care of everybody else. We pour into everybody else. And then when it's time to pour in us and take care of ourselves, we are beat the fuck down. And the first thing they tell you on the plane, put your oxygen mask on first. When you're on a boat, you put your life vest on first, because you can't help anybody if you did. You can't help anybody if, you know what I mean? Your cup needs to runneth over to help others. You can't deplete yourself trying to help everybody else. And that's what I'm struggling with a little bit right now. So I don't want you guys to be like me. And I'm trying to revert. I'm trying to stop what I'm doing right now. I am stopping the pattern that I'm about to create for myself right now, because I'm not having it. And I work too hard to get myself here. So put yourselves on your to-do list, high up on the list. If this is number 1, put yourself at number 0. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. You know the rules. You know the deal. Do people still say? You know what to do. Follow me. Follow the podcast. Share with a friend. Rate the podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. This has been episode 15. 15 episodes is crazy. The next episode will be on the road. We will either be in Richmond or we will be in DC. Leaning towards DC. And I love y'all. Thank you so much for listening. And I will see you next week.